Hey guys, let's talk about the Nintendo Switch. Now, I know the Switch 2 is already out, but I don't have it yet, and I do have this. Now, I purchased this many, many years ago, and I've been meaning to make this video for literally for years. I've been planning on making this video, and I just didn't. So I kind of wanted to get this video out and at least make some video on just on the Switch in general before before I buy the Switch 2 and start reviewing that and stuff. So yeah, Nintendo Switch. This is actually the OLED. Got one for myself, got one for one of my kids, and got one for my other kid too. Now over here, this is my original Switch, not the OLED version. This one doesn't work anymore. It's been water damaged. One of my kids broke it basically. But there you go. That was my original. So I purchased this way back a long, long time. I want to say 2017, 2018. But this was a 300 at the time. I got Breath of the Wild for this. It was a $300 Zelda playing machine. That's what this was going for, $300 at the time. And now the Switch OLED version is slightly above $300 these days, and a whole lot more if you, or a good chunk more if you want to get the Switch 2. So, anyways, yeah, absolutely terrific device. I before having bought this, I would have thought having something portable. I know there have been like Game Boys and stuff and the DS before, but I never really appreciated how much you're going to play this, away from an actual screen. It's great that you can plug it into something, you can dock it, all of that. But it's great that you can carry it with you. You can bring it to the bathroom with you. Play Zelda on the toilet until your legs fall asleep, or whatever else. It's also absolutely you bring it to the couch, play it in the car while you're waiting for something, anywhere you are, standing up on the subway, riding the train, wherever you are, you can just pull it out. It's that portable. You can just carry it in a large pocket or in your bag or whatever. Pull it out wherever you are and play some games when you have some downtime. And I never would have appreciated how useful that is, even having played on previous mobile systems. But yeah, Nintendo Switch, absolutely terrific. I have a ton of games for it now. For those of you not, I'm sure anyone watching this is very much familiar with the Switch and what it can do, but basically, you have Joy-Cons, they separate so you can play it. You can, turn the screen on, set this up on a desk or whatever, and just, or a table and play it with the Joy-Cons detached. Which takes some getting used to. You can play with the Joy-Cons like this, basically like a controller, but they're separate. Seems weird at first, but once you get used to it, this is a really comfortable way to play. You don't have to hold it like this. You can put your arms down to your side. Absolutely great. I found this terrific. It also comes with a thing that you can slide these into and turn it into like a real controller. That's okay, but I ended up not even caring about using that. These are terrific like this. Um, you can snap it in like this, and these do have motion controls, so you can use them like a Wii remote too. You can just hold it like this, like a more traditional Game Boy style portable. And it also, you can buy a Pro controller for this, which looks basically very similar to an Xbox controller. And I have those too. Not reviewing those in this video, but I bought four of those over the years, so we could play four-player Mario Kart. That's another must-have game. Basically, killer app for the Switch, Mario Kart. So tons of killer apps. That's the thing that Nintendo has, is IP. So what sets them apart from every other company is their IP. They have Mario, Zelda, and all of those games. Multiple Zelda games have been released for this, and old Zelda games have been brought onto the Switch, and re-released for this, which is great. Skyward Sword comes with a ton. I have so many Mario games. I've lost track of how many I have. All are pretty terrific, including Mario Kart. That's one of like the killer apps for this, like I said. But yeah, so there it is. You can play it like this. You can just put it into the dock that it comes with and play it on the TV. Terrific like that. But you can be mid game, pull it out of the dock. It'll pause, and then you can bring it wherever you're going to go and play it there, and then pause it, bring it back, stick it in the dock completely seamlessly. You don't shut it down or anything. It's just ready to go, which is pretty amazing. Really terrific, amazing experience with this. Get the best of both worlds. So yeah, best of both worlds. You can have something plugged into a screen or carry it around with you as a portable. Absolutely terrific system. I've got a ton of games for this over the years, and I'm going with physical games rather than downloaded. So whole bunch here, whole bunch in here, and a third. So I want to say, yeah, I have a bunch in here, and I have one in this switch, one in the other switch, and one in the third switch. So good number of games, more games than I have time to even play. And I was downloading a few, but usually only when I don't have the actual option to, if I don't have the option to use a physical cartridge, I'll download a game. Some I've had to do that with, like Skyrim, for example. Skyrim works remarkably well on the Switch. On the original Switch, probably better on the Switch too, probably a lot better. But definitely playing on a PC with Skyrim, way more frames per second, just a better experience. But still works very nicely on the Switch. I played through a whole bunch of quests and stuff. Had a great time playing Skyrim on the Switch. So very terrific for that. Yeah. So what else? I would say buy cartridges. That depends. You could download a game, get the digital version, or get the cartridge version. That depends on you. I would say the advantage of downloading a game is that you don't have to switch cartridges every time. That gets to be a pain. Having them right on the Switch is a whole lot easier and more convenient. But then it feels like you don't really own the game, and it's kind of tied to your Nintendo account. Something happens with that, you don't have access to play those games anymore. So if you have the cartridge, they're yours. You can give them to someone else, sell them to someone else, let someone else borrow them. And that, since we have multiple Switches, we actually have 3 working Switches in the house, and we swap games between only one person can play a game at a time, but we swap games between the different Switches. Sometimes one person wants to play Mario, the other person wants to play Zelda. It works great. You can swap. Everyone gets to play every game, just not at the same time, unless you're playing them on this, multiplayer on one Switch. But yeah, so I would say if there's any chance you're going to be wanting to share a game with someone else with their Switch, get the physical copy. That's so you don't have to buy it twice. It's so much better just to get the physical. And if you feel like you want to own the game yourself. Otherwise, you know what? If it's just you and you know it's just you, and you want something just convenient and don't want to carry around games, get the digital version and just download it. That's very convenient. And if that makes sense for you, that may be the way to go. But anyways, very terrific console, one of Nintendo's most successful consoles. Um, Definitely a great purchase. I liked it. Just wanted to review this today. I think that's about everything I can think of that I wanted to say about the Nintendo Switch. So yeah, this is my Switch video. This is my main Switch video. I've done other things about the Switch. But yeah, this one is my main Switch video. I just wanted to put out a Switch video before, I start looking at Switch 2 content and stuff. I'm still gonna keep playing this for now, but I am kind of thinking about buying the Switch 2, which is, I mean, there are a few good games. I mean, yeah, there's a few good games that you can only get on the Switch 2. There's not a ton out yet. It doesn't make that much sense to get it yet. These still make sense. You can continue. There's more games than I'll ever have to play in my lifetime for this, so I don't really need the Switch 2, but I kind of want to play the new Mario Kart and maybe the new Donkey Kong, and I think the new Metroid is going to be better on the Switch 2. So I mean, there are more games than I have time to play with on this, but I still kind of want the Switch 2, and I'm probably getting it. But yeah, there you go. That's the Switch. So yeah, thanks for watching, and make sure you hit that subscribe button. But we'll see you guys on that next video.